What's going on, guys and gals? Stock Jock here, up $649 on the day. It was up over 1,000 at one point, but gave some back, and that tends to happen when you day trade. Not every trade is going to be green, so let's just go over the trades really quick. My first trade, this was just a Jason Bond trade. He got in at 179, I believe it was, or 175, I can't remember, on Roca, and I'm just trying to play a little bit of the momentum that they create. It was getting towards $2. I was hoping for the crack at 2, but the action I was getting once I got in, I didn't really like. I thought I was going to pull back. So I made about $20 on that trade there. Got in right here and got out inside this candle here on this push. And like I said, only made about $20. My next trade was Lululemon. This one, there was news out that they are potentially looking to open stores in China. And if that turns out to be true, this thing could just straight up rip. So I went long when I heard the news, 58.30 right inside here. Right here's my entry. Dipped down, came back up. I had to hold this for a little bit longer than I'd like to. And finally I was able to go green. This one was I wanted to sell much earlier actually, and I actually got lucky that I didn't sell. E-Trade was just screwed up. I actually had to call in to sell this, so I ended up uh, getting out at a better average than I would have had I been able to sell sitting at my computer here. Because after this dip, I was just looking to get out even. This was just luck. This had nothing to do with skill. But yeah, E-Trade messed up. It wouldn't let me sell, so I had to call in and sell. So I made about $380 on that trade. My next trade, as you can see, OPTT, this one had nothing going on, and all of a sudden, boom, news hits, patent news. When I heard it, I actually bought 3,000 shares right inside the spike here at 140, and I sold all 3,000. I was hoping for the $1.50 break, and it just wouldn't come fast enough for me. Um, it was already up, 15 cents or so, and patent news recently hasn't been the stellar thing that it had been in the past. So once I got the ability to sell at a decent profit, I just went ahead and exited. So 3,000 shares for basically plus 7, $210. NEOT, this one was just a 5-minute play actually. One person in my chat room pointed it out. Uh, it's a perfect bull flag here on the 5-minute chart. And then I actually said if it wasn't a penny stock, this would be even better. So I gave it a whirl. I was already up quite a bit on the day, and I was just looking for that dollar break on the candle over candle, the 5-minute. Went long, actually got a pretty crappy fill. I thought I was getting in at 1, but I got in at 102. Sold at basically 103, $30. Next trade was Archon. This one was a Jason Baum play again. He had sold into this move from earlier, and then he was looking to rebuy right around here, and I was trying to get him with the momentum that they were creating here, and I went long, thinking we'd get a move back up. I filled at 217 right inside this candle. It hit the VWAP, and I was hoping for it to break through and move, and it didn't. So when I saw that, I got out for basically a minus a penny, minus 20 bucks, no big deal. SGYP, this one was a news play. I can't even remember what the news was, but as you can kind of see, the volume came in here, and it shot up, came right back down, and I was like, not a huge fan of that one. So I ended up selling for, you know, basically a penny win. I think after commissions, it was $10 win on this trade here. XNet, this was a chat room play. One of the chat rooms I subscribed to went long on this, and it popped up really fast, and I actually got filled right here as the chat room was buying, and I did not like that it came. You can't see that in this candle, but it came all the way back down. I was like down 220 bucks. I was like, So as it was coming back up, I was just trying to sell for break even or a small loss. It did end up popping up here and doing all right, getting about 20 cents out of that move. But I did not like how it popped up, sold all the way off, and yeah, so I just got out for a loss of 40 bucks. My next trade was XNet. This one, it just looked like it didn't move fast as it was hitting the high day 52-week highs here. So I was thinking, okay, it's actually a short. So we had the pop, pull back, pop, and this high was lower than this high, pull back, pop. And then kind of like the candle under candles, what I was kind of thinking here on the 1 minute would be my entry. Um, Kind of if you kind of made a wedge out of this, this would be breaking to the downside of the wedge. So I went short right here, and I held this for about 4 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to the VWAP is where I covered. Break of 550 as well. Made about 80 bucks on the trade, 1,000 shares. So ETRM, this one I had been swinging from yesterday. I had an average of 210. I actually added today, and I'm still holding. This move right here, all the way to 260, I missed 100% because I was still on the phone with E-Trade. And by the time I was off the phone, it already retraced all the way. And my strategy was to hold this into the conference that they have on the 29th, and I still want to do that. So, uh, you know, it's just a bummer I missed this because E-Trade screwed up, and what can you do? So, but I did make a trade out of it today on another 1,000 shares at 11:36 a.m. right here. Let's see if we can see it on. I can't really see it. Oh, wrong thing. Let's move it over a little bit. So 11. So we're kind of breaking trend here is what I was looking for, and the L2 kind of showed a little bit better results. It was just 1,000 shares. I made about $20 on the trade. You can kind of see the volume coming in here, getting a quick little pop up, and I sold as soon as I got a little pop. Just made $20. Again, people showed up on the bid, so I sold. PCG. This one I can't remember who came out in defense of them. It was a little bit of news on it. If you're not aware, a lot of people are thinking that PCG is liable for the fires in California. So this was out. I think it was news out on in defense of them. Um, I went long when I heard it. Popped up over 56, and I sold right here at 31, basically $380 on the trade, something like that. BNTC was my next play. This one was patent news on BNTC. Uh, Once I heard it, I went long. I got in at like 293 right here. I was just looking for the break of $3, and I sold right at 3. It did end up going as high as 338, so I missed a little bit of the move, but my strategy was to crack 3 and get out. AMD, I went short here because there was some news on Intel, some very positive news on Intel, and I thought AMD would suffer because of it. Just didn't work out. I went short right here, and this, 1418 was going to be my stop loss. If it broke that, I'd get out, and that's exactly what happened. 2 minutes later, we popped over 1418, and I covered. So it didn't do what I thought it was going to do, so I cut it loose, moved on, lost 25 bucks. WPCS, this one was just a volume play. Again, it was on a couple chat rooms watch list. So when I saw it hitting my high day scanner and volume was coming into it, I just went long, not knowing which chat room it was. I got in at 194, looking for the break at $2, and we got that right here inside this candle. It hit a high of 204, but I was selling right at 2, so 2,000 shares, 7 cents, $140. So PCG, this is when I start giving some of my money back, and um, this trade burned me, and I should have stopped right here, but I think I ended up trying to trade it again. But anyway, news came out that California police had arrested someone that is a suspect for the fires, meaning it's arson, meaning that PCG is not liable, meaning this could go from where it is all the way back to $70. So um, I missed this initial move, and I was looking for a pullback, and that pullback kept happening, and I was like, okay, we're gonna go long right here, looking for the candle over candle. I went long. It didn't look like it was gonna go anywhere, and I got flushed out. So I lost about $140 on that trade. I did try to do it again. So minutes later at 14:40, 54, 254, got the curl up. I was thinking, okay, here we go, and boom! I was using this level right here as my stop loss. Got this nice candle up, came back down, and if it was going to break this level, I was going to get out, and that's what happened right here. Boom! You can see everybody else had the same thing. I got flushed out pretty hard, so lost about 300 bucks on that trade. IONS, this one baffled me really. Um, I can't remember which hedge fund or bank came out and said this. They were looking to put a price target of $55 on it because the news on this stock just wasn't that amazing. So I went short when I heard that, and I'm thinking candle under candle, here we go. And sure enough, boom, volume came in to the upside. So I lost about $140 on that trade. APHB, this one was hitting my high day scanner, and also I was kind of just watching this level. I was watching it yesterday. I was telling people that you can get over 135, has room to run. Um, so I got in when I saw the volume. I got in 1,000 shares at 130, right inside here, and we got the move up, and it broke 135 and really just didn't move as fast as I wanted to. So I just sold for a $100 win. And that was my last trade of the day. I did buy another 1,000 shares of ETRM, looking to swing that into the conference on the 29th. Got a few days. Like I said, I missed my really big win on it because I was on the phone with E-Trade. So today it kind of sold off 100%. We'll see tomorrow if the 50-day and the 20-day want to hold. This is now support for us. So got a nice support level below us. Nice support here on the daily. It shouldn't really go any lower, but we'll see. A lot of sellers today. We'll just see if we can find buyers tomorrow. And that's all my trades for today. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can find me in my Discord chat, which is down in the link of the description down below. On that, I'll see you guys in the next video.